Hi there, welcome to this lesson. We are going to tackle an essay from A Doll's House by Henrik Ibsen. And the essay says, explain why different characters use the words free and freedom. How does the use of these words change throughout the play A Doll's House? It is Tarvard who introduces the concept of freedom in the play, claiming that there can be no freedom or beauty about a home life that depends on borrowing and debt. He defines freedom in economic terms, as befits an age where power depended upon money. He is also adopting society's values, as debt was disapproved of and considered a sign of moral degeneracy. The dramatic irony behind these words lies in the fact that Tarvard would not have any life at all if his wife had not gotten into debt. Though he does not realize this, like Tarvard, Krogstad sees freedom as moral respectability in the eyes of society. His job at the bank is the means by which he will cut himself free from the stigma of his indiscretion of forgery. The problem with this approach is that his freedom depends upon the whim of his employer, who also sits in moral judgment on him and can withdraw his job if he finds that he falls short in that respect. Mrs. Linde feels proud that by working hard, she was able to support her brothers and mother, and she quotes, and I was privileged to make the end of my mother's life almost free from care. Like Tarvard, she is defining freedom in economic terms, but she is operating at a lower economic level than he is. She is talking of being able to provide the necessities of life, whereas he is talking of the relaxative luxury of being free from debt. At the end of the play, Nora has been awakened to Tarvard's narrow-mindedness and no longer sees freedom in terms of bondage to him or obliteration of herself. On the contrary, she defines freedom for herself and Tarvard as complete independence from each other. As she leaves the marriage to forge a new life for herself, she says, I set you free from all your obligation. You are not to feel yourself bound in the slightest way, any more than I shall. There must be perfect freedom on both sides. And in Act 1, Nora is delighted that soon she will have paid off her debt to Krogstad and will be free from care, quite free from care, to be able to play and romp with the children, to be able to keep the house beautifully and have everything just as Tarvard likes it. At this point, she defines her freedom in terms of the very things that, as she later realizes, restrict her role as a submissive wife and mother. By the end of Act 2, Krogstad's letter revealing Nora's debt and forgery of her father's signature is sitting in Tarvard's letterbox. Nora, who fears yet hopes that Tarvard will shoot her by taking the entire blame upon himself, means to disappear or commit suicide, thereby saving him from disgrace. She tells him, then you'll be free. Thus Tarvard will maintain his respectability by means of Nora obliterating herself from this world. Thank you so much for joining me in this lesson as we explain why different characters use the words free and freedom from the book A Doll's House by Henrik Ibsen. Right, see you in the next lesson. Kindly remember to subscribe.